flames glisten in the hour, flow like a sizzling shower, spit fire like a dragon, crews left staggering, imagining the habit, checking Big Daddy moving, calculating the scheme, rough neck, no bleeding, hardcore eyes gleam, C-block dominion, pure raw strength in the kitchen.
You motherfuckers, you all know what time it is. It's the C block of the Media Virus podcast. I have been told that I shouldn't sound so urban when I do the intro.
Who said something
C-block.
like that?
So,
did you raise a concern?
no, it wasn't Big Daddy's concern. It was my wife.
Why?
My wife
Why?
said, how come you gotta sound like that for when, you know? And I'm like, that's kind of the.
Why am I behind? There we go.
That's what makes it funny. But
I was not dead with that movie.
Your audio is breaking up there, Big Daddy.
yeah, I didn't hear. Nobody heard what you said, bud.
Greg, can you hear us?
How about now? I can hear you.
No, it's breaking.
I don't know if it's your connection or what, but
Dude, we never had these types of problems with fucking StreamYard.
no, we didn't.
Like, I should have figured why it was so fucking cheap.
You can't see me, can't hear me, or both.
We can see you. Is when you start talking, it breaks up real bad, and then if you keep talking like you just did, it just shuts out. It just drops out completely.
And your
Well,
video's
shit.
kind of choppy.
Are you using wireless headphones?
I don't think he's using headphones at all.
Is your
Yeah.
Are they?
No.
They're charged and you have a good connection and all.
Yeah, I got full bars on both. Oh, that's terrible.
Okay, you came back in. You're not that bad, but apparently
All right, what if I
what you're
leave
hearing,
and come back?
you can
Try it. We're just dealing with some technical difficulties here on the Media Virus podcast. Dealing with some bullshit we've never had to deal with other services. Restream kind of sucks.
today anyway. Oh, I gotta
Well,
go back. I gotta go back so I can let him in. If he can get back in.
he should be able to get back in.
I mean, if his connection is failing
Oh,
in
yeah.
such a way that, but I mean, it would have to be pretty localized because I'm close to him and I'm okay tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's fucking irritating.
I like your choice of spot tonight, Pete, with the light show.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. It's a little festive.
It's right next to the bar.
What bar?
My bar.
Bar 13?
Yep. I'm in the Mexican restaurant parking lot.
I love that place.
It is
That
pretty
place is so good.
good. Yeah, the food. I was a regular.
Tapatio.
Yeah.
Tapatio.
Yep.
We call it tippy toe.
Tippy toe.
Tippy toe. But no, dude, they have fantastic food.
Oh yeah.
Really good food.
I was on a regular diet plan there.
Yeah.
That's
Were you
great.
at the bar or were you lifting today?
Oh no, I did some lift after work. I was at work till 6. Actually,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. Actually, I was at work till
Okay, how does
6:45.
How does this sound?
Much better.
Much better. Yeah.
Much better.
Oh, okay.
The quality we're used
All right.
to with Big Daddy. Fantastic. So did you go to the bar to like just be there, or did you just happen to wind up nearby?
No, I dropped somebody off like right down the street. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go cruise up, and that's a good like. I figured it was a good parking lot to chill in, and actually, like I said, I got this nice little light show behind me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, if it happens again, Pete, I'm just saying, you let me know. You can come and sit in the studio.
yeah, I was like, I'm close enough. I should just roll up and just knock on Maddie's door. Like,
Yeah. Well, I don't know how that would have went over, but if you'd have called or something.
Kennedy would have gone nuts. Oh, I've been in close proximity to your place several times over the last like week or so.
It runs like that sometimes. When I was driving over, sometimes I'd end up driving by there constantly, and then other times, it flings you the other way.
Just when I decided to like, okay, let me make sure all these chalk markers work, then I get called away to do a ride. So,
Well, I'm sure you'll figure out if they work or not there, Pete.
Oh yeah, no, they work.
But so the question of the evening, gentlemen, is: would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Now, Mike and I are split.
We are,
because I say I would take the horse-sized duck. It's one fight. I feel like I could take it straight on because ducks don't have 3D vision. You understand what I'm saying? But I want to hear how you guys break it down.
Do I get weapons?
Fuck! Sorry, it started again. Nobody heard what you said.
You should just go with the phone audio.
And not the Bluetooth? Okay. Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, the Bluetooth.
I don't know.
I think the Bluetooth is what's screwing you up because
No,
I had the same problem.
All right. What do you think now?
It's still warbly. It's weird.
it's got to be a connection issue.
Did you pay your Wi-Fi bill?
No, it's.
Did your neighbor pay his Wi-Fi bill?
I don't even think it's that. I think it's wherever we're connecting back to this restream, it's
Yeah.
It's a connection issue. Matt's had issues tonight that have been goofy.
Brand new. I've had a bunch of brand new issues tonight. Shit I've never had to deal with.
It's also raining.
Yeah, it is. The weather is bad. I'm sure we're getting that. Let's try again, Big Daddy. Can you? Oh.
I think he's going to try to reconnect again.
Yeah, it's not what I meant, but okay.
Like it won't let me use the car audio to talk to this. It might be because like I have to switch over to Chrome to run this, because otherwise it says no, can't use your microphone or whatever, and I'm like, okay, turn on Chrome and boom, everything goes to working.
Yeah.
So Pete.
Yeah.
One horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I already had my answer. Yes. I would go with 100 duck-sized horses, because you figure like they're low to the ground. You just start punting them.
I mean, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So, Big Daddy Pete thinks that he would rather take on 100 duck-sized horses. What do you say?
Did he hear us?
He might not be hearing us.
I'm going to go with not hearing us.
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, the video's frozen.
I think that's a fool's errand. I think you're going to get tired. You can punt them, and you could probably kill 3 or 4 at a good stretch. But while you're kicking, they're coming at you. They're coming at you from all angles, man. You know what I mean?
What's this? Oh, there's another Big Daddy coming in. Oh.
Yeah, we've got 2 Big Daddies, and one has frozen video, and the other has no picture and no audio.
Yeah, his router must be clogged up with all that porn.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Signs of life.
All right. What do we think now?
We hear you better.
Yeah, much better. No gobbledygook.
Okay. So for the fight, do I get weapons?
That's a good question. That is a good question. Here's the thing: is I have declared that I need a spear to take on said horse-sized duck. So, if I need a spear, you may have a weapon.
I want a broadsword
to kill the horse-sized duck.
And I'm going for the horse-sized duck. One fight.
Done.
I feel like if I try to take on 100 horses, that's still 100 horsepower.
But they're 8-pound horses.
They're only like a quarter horsepower.
Yeah, but they were running around. It's too much to kick.
They're tiny.
And if I get a weapon, I'd like to have a field hockey stick.
Well, yeah, if you had a golf club, that would make life easier too, but
you guys don't.
I would say, here's the thing. Enough. I would say I'll give you the weapon if you fight. You get a weapon to fight the big duck, but you don't get a weapon to fight the small horses.
I'll take the big duck. Plus, if I kill the big duck, I can eat it.
Well, you could eat the small horses too. You just have a lot of bones.
Yeah, it's too much work.
You guys got to be more creative with your weapon. I want a combine,
or a little, or a lot of little tiny hamburgers. From the little tiny horses.
A combine or a snowblower.
Oh well.
I mean, snowblower is interesting.
Yeah, I think snowblower would work.
But I think taking on the 100 duck-sized horses, that's a fool's errand, dude.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
I think you've got a better chance against 100 little tiny horses than you do against one big...
A giant duck?
One giant duck. Think about how loud when he quacks. That's going to hurt. Like, you're going to be like...
Think about his head on my wall. It's going to look fucking awesome.
Okay, fair. A horse-sized duck head on your wall. That's pretty epic.
And if I meet my demise battling a large duck, then I want that put on my tombstone to go back to Big Daddy
think about
asks.
the obituary for that one.
So Big Pete, you weren't here for Big Daddy asks. Both me and Mike were here for Big Daddy asks, and Big Daddy wasn't here, but he asked it. So if you could have anything written on your tombstone with there's no limitations, there's no censorship, what would it be?
Yeah, I haven't thought about that at any great length.
Okay. Well, here's your chance.
I did this really cool thing. Whatever the fuck I wanted.
All right.
Okay.
I see where you're going with this, you know. I'm digging it.
What is this?
Huh?
Oh,
I'm trying
to.
You've got an overlay in front of us.
I know. I wanted to see if I could fit us into the.
Oh, I can peek into this one.
If I crouch down, I'm in this one.
I can look in over here too.
It's fucking weird.
If I just kind of bring the phone up a little bit, there I am.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a good time.
Maddie,
what?
Did you smoke one of those found joints?
No, I smoked some shit I bought.
Okay.
Dude, I found a new spot. I love Berman's, but I popped into a new spot today. It was called Mr. Smoke.
Is that like Mr. Plow?
I guess. How do I get this off now?
I don't know. I find it interesting, like that. Yeah, now you can like turn around like every corner and just find like a new smoke shop.
Yeah. Yep. And everybody wants your business. $30 for an eighth. $30 for an eighth.
Yeah.
I picked up a hybrid because I usually pick up sativas and I kind of wanted to mellow out. They have these little they sell little grams for $9.99. And they had fucking Gary Payton. And they had Gary Payton.
Put that symbol away.
They had Gary Payton, you say?
That's right. Exciting stuff. So, the other question that was vexing us a little bit is how many pigeons do you think you can reasonably carry?
Live or dead?
Pigeon.
Yeah, live pigeons.
Well, that's no, because I said if they were dead, I mean, however many fit in a hefty bag.
We're going to assume the pigeons are live and may or may not be receptive. There's no way to tell until you actually have a hold of it.
I'm going to say 7.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 in the middle, 6 and 7.
Okay.
Oh.
How many pigeons have you ever held?
Not a single one. Are they bigger than I think?
Oh, hang on. I think I might be able to carry 10. Right? Because I just shove a finger up each ass.
That
You know?
when Big Daddy put his fingers up, that was immediately what I went to. I was like, is he gonna?
And then he didn't, so I did. You know?
There you go.
So we all saw
I
that
did not
coming.
consider that. I should have.
Well, let's see what else is on the.
The pitching question was a good one. What else did we have? If you were a ghost, what place would you haunt and why?
I'd haunt a whorehouse for obvious reasons.
I want to haunt a KKK clubhouse.
I mean that makes sense. You know,
You mean-
because they can't do shit to you.
Exactly.
You want to
You know.
you want to haunt the Ku Klux Klan?
Yes. And I want
I think
to
that's
be. I don't want no sheet. Like I want to be full on big black ghost.
You just want to be an apparition.
That's
or
what.
whatever. What do they call that? Spirit. I don't know.
Would you get upset if they called you a spook?
Oh, I expect them to call me everything, but I'm not leaving. I'll stay right there floating while they get a noose. Just falls right off.
I'm kind of on the same vein as Maddie. I would haunt the local Victoria's Secret store.
The dressing room.
Yep.
I'd probably
Hey, Grandma, send that hot bitch back in here.
One of the questions was, if you were a vegetable, which one would you be and why? And everybody answered it seriously, and then I said I would want to be a cucumber because you might get sliced up, but you might wind up in a cam show.
I would have thought you come up the same reason.
Yeah, no.
No. All right. Well, there's a story we didn't get to.
there is.
And it's funny because I think both Pete and Big Daddy sent this story in.
Ah.
Which one?
Well, let's get into it. Mike, go ahead.
Well, it's a very tragic hunting tale, and it leaves a Virginia family mourning. Good evening, folks. This is the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris reporting live for TMVP News, where we've got the bare necessities of life's strangest stories. Joining me, as always, is my partner in punishingly bad jokes, Maddie Rockdeff. Maddie, this next story is an absolute wild one. A Virginia father of 5 tragically passed away after being struck by, wait for it, a falling bear during a hunting trip.
A falling bear? Dude, that's not just bad luck. That's Mother Nature hitting you with the finishing move. Forget tree stands. This poor guy, he got the bear drop straight out of the WWE.
Right? Here's the rundown. Lester C. Harvey Jr., 58, was out hunting with some pals. They chased a black bear into a tree. One of them took the shot. And
Yeah, see
then,
what happens?
thud, the bear landed on poor Lester. Talk about game over. You didn't see it coming.
Mike, I gotta ask, what's the hunting safety lesson here? Look up before you let lead fly, or maybe just duck and cover when bears go airborne?
Absolutely. Wildlife officials aren't pressing charges, which is good because let's face it, this isn't exactly your typical hunting accident. I mean, who puts death by plummeting bear on their life insurance form?
And his obituary says he was a friend to all, even bears. Apparently, but it sounds like this one bear looked. Let me start over. And his obituary says he was a friend to all, even bears. Apparently, but it sounds like this one bear took its last revenge on the way down. You're taking me out, I'm taking you with me.
It's a tough loss for his family. The man leaves behind a wife, 5 kids, and 8 grandkids. Truly a legend in his own right. And honestly, it's a story that'll live on in hunting lore forever. Hey, remember that guy who literally got bear dropped?
I mean, not for nothing, but like these weren't little kids. Like, oh, father of 5 dies. Like, you feel like there's orphans out there now. These are
Right.
grown ass adults.
Yeah, he's got 8 grandchildren
He's 10 years older than me and has 8 grandchildren. That means he probably started having kids around the same time I did,
and has a bunch of Irish twins.
right? So, I mean, like, come on. But, they say life is full of surprises, but this one's barely believable. Folks, if you're out in the woods this season, remember the trees have eyes. Sometimes they have bears.
And on that note, let's pour one out for Lester. You're tuned in to TMVP News, where we're always hunting for the truth, just not under falling wildlife. Stay safe out there, folks.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unofficial reports were that the bear tapped his elbow before he fell.
The bear was
Imagine
dead
looking
too, though, right?
up and there's a
Huh?
giant bear
The bear's
ass
dead.
coming at you.
But the bear's dead too, right?
Probably, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, no, the bear died. I
Like, that's
read some of the comments,
yeah.
and folks were like, "Oh, we're taking the bear out of that woman, woman choosing bear over man question. We're taking the bear out of the equation."
I feel like it's even
Yeah.
worse. A big
This
dead
man is-
bear ass.
he's so focused on dead bear ass. He's
Dead
looking
bear.
around for it. He doesn't want it happening to him. That's one thing you don't want, guys. You don't want dead bear ass happening to you.
No,
You know?
they're heavy. Dead weight, man.
Yeah. I mean, I might rethink my duck strategy
Okay.
because I did say originally that what I would have to do is like a fucking badass, like Mel Gibson slide,
Yeah.
like underneath, like Braveheart and shit, and come up and kill the duck like this. But then I'd have to pull like a Conan the Barbarian son of a bitch because it would land on me.
Yeah. I mean, that's
So I'd have to dig my way out of the duck,
right.
right? And then come out like triumphantly covered in the duck's blood,
Ugh.
and then rip its head off and then carry it around the park.
Seems like a
Because I
big...
assume this is happening at a park.
Okay.
Is that weird? We've
think
never discussed the location, but I just assume
we're in the...
not only that this is at a park, I know which park it's at, and I don't hang out there.
Wow.
Well, you find ducks
It's a
at a park,
park.
so
It's a park in, what's that?
you find ducks at a park, so it makes sense.
There's a lot of ducks out there. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
ducks.
you mean you're
everywhere.
not at like an arena with a big marquee out front that's like,
Man versus duck.
Matt
Man
versus
versus
giant
duck.
duck?
Man versus horse-sized duck, cage match tonight,
Yeah, I don't think we can allow weapons with the tiny horses because a lawnmower would really fix a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
You
Yeah,
know what I
like
mean?
I said, snowblower just burn.
I mean,
Yeah.
you only
Yeah.
wanted a spear, and You only wanted a spear, so I honestly feel like I'd like to have a field hockey stick.
All right. Field hockey stick, I can.
No, I don't want to automate the grinding of tiny horses. I'm trying to be reasonable here. As reasonable as I can be.
Well, reasonable is getting a lawnmower and just getting it taken care of, just getting it over. That's reasonable. Reasonable is taking on the giant duck just to get it over with. But you probably could kill the giant duck with a lawnmower too.
But if you tried hard enough, you can kill.
You'd have to hit it. You'd have to hit it in the head.
If you try hard enough, you can kill anything with a lawnmower.
words of wisdom here on the TMVP.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Anything.
What we learned today: if you try hard enough, you can kill anything with a lawnmower.
That is a pretty funny statement.
It's a pretty great sentence, man. I'm really glad. I'm really glad.
You can kill anything with a lawnmower if you try hard enough.
If you try hard enough. That's probably
it's like all those other statements, like anything could be a dildo if you try hard enough.
If you're brave enough, yeah.
Yeah, anything could be a pocket pussy if you're brave enough.
No, that was I mean, I don't know if truer words have ever been spoken. One story we didn't touch on last week. Actually, we had two Florida man stories that we meant to touch on last week. And it's just because, I know Big Daddy likes the Florida man stories.
I think it's hard not to like a Florida man story.
Yeah. You know what? I had a thought.
Really? Another one?
Yeah. Because Big Daddy and Pete don't know this, but we're not going to be recording our Wednesday is Christmas Day. We will not be convening on Christmas Day. New Year's Day is different, but Christmas Day we will not be convening. So what we have done is we're going to have a special. We have reimagined "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." We're going to have a dramatic reading of that.
No, you were right the first time.
Yeah, traumatic.
A traumatic reading.
Traumatic reading of that, and that is going to play on a loop Christmas Day.
What?
It's going to get broadcast live on a loop. So if anybody wants to be part of the making of that video, just let us know. We'll try to schedule something. Because we're not going to do it now.
No. I'll probably get to it Thursday or Friday, maybe.
Right. So, half-naked Florida man on meth breaks into home, grabs resident's carpet cleaner. In Winter Haven, Florida, a Florida man told police he doesn't remember breaking into a Winter Haven home wearing only a T-shirt because he was on drugs.
He was Donald Ducking it.
That's right. Whenever they say half naked and man in the same sentence, that means his dick was out.
He was Winnie the Pooh in it.
He really was. But it wasn't honey he was looking for. Police say residents inside a home on 6th Street in Winter Haven were awakened shortly after 1:30 a.m. on Thursday by a loud bang at the front door. When they went to investigate, police said the residents found a 23-year-old Austin Alexander Smith in the living room, appearing to be wearing only a shirt with no pants or shoes, holding the victim's carpet cleaner in his hand. According to the Winter Haven Police Department, the resident yelled at Smith, who immediately ran out of the home, dropping the carpet cleaner. Okay, I am going to do everybody a huge favor, and I'm going to share this man's picture because
Oh,
that's a winner. That's a winner all day long. You know what I mean?
He was probably going crazy. It appears to be fair skinned and red hair. And my guess is he was going crazy in the Florida sun.
Right.
You know, those pale see through people can't take the sun. No melanin.
Well, officers said they found Smith walking in the area of Avenue M and 5th Street Southwest. Police say Smith broke into the home by kicking down the door. Smith told officers that he didn't recall what he was doing because he was high on methamphetamines. Smith has been charged with burglary of an occupied dwelling.
Was he wearing shoes?
They said no.
Oh.
So he kicked in the door
barefoot.
Yeah.
barefoot. That's a bad
impressive.
motherfucker.
Wow. Because, I mean, you assume a guy with no pants doesn't have his shoes on. Because what maniac stops and puts shoes on when they don't have pants on?
No, I agree wholeheartedly. You know what I mean?
Not that I have
Unless it's like flip flops or
shoes,
something.
because I think that's happened. But like, what maniac stops and puts shoes on when you don't have pants on?
I feel like they would be Crocs, if anything.
Yeah, no, I get that. Crocs or slides. You know, there was another guy in Florida. He was an elderly man. He fired a gun at a Walmart drone, believing it was surveilling him.
Well, probably was.
They say I hit it, so I must be a good shot. A 72-year-old Florida retiree has reached a plea agreement after using a handgun to shoot a drone out of the sky. A handgun to shoot a drone out of the... Not for nothing, he is a fucking good shot.
That's a good
Good
shot.
shot.
72 years old with a handgun. Holy shit.
That's a dead eye, dude.
Yeah.
Presumably, if it's a handgun, it's only got mechanical sights. Like he's probably not looking through a scope.
No.
It's probably just a couple little sights on the end of the gun.
Dude, it's a 9mm 6-hour. Dennis Wynn, a former New Jersey fire captain, admitted to firing his 9mm 6-hour pistol at a drone-up device in late June. The smoking gun reported the drone was conducting a mock package delivery from Walmart when it was struck by a single bullet.
Damn.
The charges against Wynn include discharge of firearm in public, a misdemeanor, and a criminal mischief, a third-degree felony due to the extent of the damage to the drone's payload system. Wynn has been ordered to pay $5,000 in restitutions.
Wow.
Wynn told police he was working on his pool equipment when he heard the drone's whirring noise. After his attempts to shoo off the drone failed, Wynn retrieved a gun from a safe and fired. Now, not for nothing.
Yeah.
If it's doing a mock delivery,
Uh-huh.
why is this man trying to shoo it away and unsuccessfully shoo it away? And he had time. He had time to go into his home,
to get his weapon.
go into his gun safe, get his gun, come back outside, take aim, and fire. Why was that drone still there?
At that point, it seems like harassment. That seems like a long time to me.
That seems like an incredibly long time. Now, a 72-year-old man, okay, that drone's still fucking there. They've only told him he hit it. This is the gun he used. This is a 9mm 6-hour.
Pretty standard 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
Do you think he really hit it? Or do you think that Walmart is just fucking with this guy?
No, I think he probably hit it.
Well, good for him.
I think
He's he's a hell of a fucking shot then.
Yep.
Because that's a hell of a shot. Because drones aren't standing still, even if you're, the wind.
No, but it's a good sized drone. It's a delivery drone, so it's sizable.
Yeah, I mean, still a decent shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
But dude, think about how long it takes you to walk into your home. To walk into your home from your backyard. Think about how long it would take you to unlock your gun safe. Think about how long that takes. Think about how long it takes you to walk back out.
Yep.
From your home to your backyard. That drone is still there.
As a responsible gun owner, the 6 hour wouldn't have been loaded in the gun safe, so he would have been loading it as he returned
right
to where he need. So that's that accounts for him not moving as quickly as well.
And then takes aim, debates it. He had to think about it. Do I want to do this?
Yeah, he's looking into the camera.
And he's like, that is way too much time for that drone to be there if it's only performing a delivery run. Why wasn't I this guy's lawyer?
I mean, that's
how come nobody reached out to me about this dude?
You're making sense.
That's the problem. When I make sense, there's a problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
I mean, those are the logical questions. What the breakdown is that timeline?
Yeah, and nobody this hasn't been it hasn't been brought up. It hasn't been discussed.
I mean, you said Florida man, so when you said Florida man, I'm thinking just some yahoo that walks around his backyard packing. But no, this guy actually was harassed by a drone, went inside, retrieved his weapon, went back out, saw that there was still a threat, and eliminated it.
That's how I see it. So
y'all better not be here when I come back out.
Right? Why the fuck is it? That's my whole that is fucking my head so hard. Why was it still there? The guy was trying to shoo it off. And
was it an AI powered drone? Or was it a drone that was on a semi-supervised flight? Somebody was actually flying it.
Right.
And said, hey, let's screw with this dude in the yard.
Oh, dude, Josh, he shot the fucking drone. What are you going to do? I'm going to blame it on him, bro. There's something's wrong. That timeline does not compute.
There's more to the story somewhere.
Yeah. So
it's crazy. I think I'd be on board for taking one out.
What, a drone?
If it was low enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I bet you I could hit with a pellet gun, but a rifle.
So
that I know the
in theory,
the mechanics of.
In theory, your property extends approximately 500 foot airborne.
Yeah.
The law is kind of if it's below 500 feet, it's fair game.
And not for nothing.
They're invading your space at that point.
Right.
Now, granted, most people are kind of cool. So if an airplane dips a little low, you don't get all crazy unless it's malicious or a problem.
Well, I better not see no motherfucking drones above my house. I'll fucking shoot them bastards down. I'll tell you
How do
that
you
right
feel
now.
about hot air balloons?
I don't like them either.
No,
No.
I went for I flew in a hot air balloon once. It was kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we landed in just outside of somebody's backyard.
Nice.
Did they shoot you?
No, we asked if we could land. They happened.
Hey!
They happened to be out there, so we were like, "Hey, can we land there and walk through your yard?"
What if he was like, "Fuck no"?
We'd have gone and landed somewhere else.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I guess so.
like we weren't completely out of places to land. It was getting there, but we'd have gone a little farther and landed somewhere else. But it was cool because we landed, and then everybody who was there, kind of hanging out, came out and helped us wrangle the balloon, and they got all the neighborhood kids came running because they saw us land, and they had all the kids walk on the envelope to get the air out of it and fold it up, and it was cool.
That's a heartwarming story, Michael. Nobody got shot?
Nope. We had a glass of champagne with the homeowners.
With who?
The homeowners, the people who owned the house where we landed. It was our champagne.
I'm gonna get in trouble one day.
Okay.
Working in retail. We're selling jewelry, especially because apparently there's a stone. There's a style of cut of a stone
Yeah.
called a baguette.
Uh-huh.
And then this woman's like, "Oh, that's a baguette," and I went, "What'd you call me?" And it's such a root joke. It's happened so many times that is now anytime I hear baguette, I go, "What'd you call me?" And I got away with it that time.
It's not gonna work every time.
It's not gonna work every time. You know? So but I think on that note, we should find out if we can hear Big Daddy at all and see what's going on with him. Where the next improv.
Big Daddy's next show is coming up this Saturday in Elkton, Maryland. That is a free show.
This Saturday in Elkton.
This Saturday, doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8. Reserve your tickets online. Forgetful Squirrels on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on the rest of the socials. Fearless is out for the year. We're done for the year. We reconvene in January, so you'll have to catch the Forgetful Squirrels this Saturday.
We're looking forward to that. All right. Well, I think that's all for this week, Mike. I think we've.
All right, Matt. Well,
unless I'm saying that, but Pete might have some pressing thing to talk about. Pete, you got anything going on? If you got to think that hard, then no.
Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, I will say on behalf of Big Daddy, Grease Monkey Pete, and our fearless leader, Matty Rock Depp, I'm Professor Michael Torres coming to you live here in Uncle Butch Studios. This has been the Media Virus Podcast, episode 215. This was the C Block, and we'll be back next week with actually a special Christmas episode. And after our special Christmas episode, we'll be back New Year's to regale you with all of the details of the holiday.
New Year's Day, we're going to have an announcement about publishing schedules.
Yes.
When that comes up.
We will update our publishing schedule then. So, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last one until next year. Happy holidays from the Media Virus Podcast.
Bye.